As soon as I started to drink. Hi everyone. How is everyone today? My name is Nanny Sharz, also known as Sharda Lambert, and today we are going live with Max, the Manny Max. Let's see if he comes in actually. Let me see if I can invite him. I don't know why I'm shaking. I don't know what's going on today with the nerves. There he is. How are you? Sweat out the knife. White sweat patches there. Just coming through. I would play music, but Instagram keeps cutting off people's lives that play music. Happy National Nanny Appreciation Week. Oh, that's a new twist to it. I'm great, thank you. My afternoon was very eventful. Let's say that. Yeah, a lot of issues were going on this afternoon, so I had to sort out a load of things. Oh, there he is! Yay! Requesting for me, Max. So yeah, how was yours? I am so hot, so I have brought my fan. I'm really sorry. I brought my fan because, ooh, hot. I don't know why I'm so hot. Maybe because I've been running up and down all day. But Max, could you request in for me, my love, my darling, should I say? Because I don't know what's going on with Instagram. Let me see if I can try and. I sent you a request to come in, so let's see if that works. Oh, I think we're getting somewhere. Let's see.
Ah, hello. Hi, Sharda. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Yeah, really good, thanks.
Yay.
Really well. Sorry, I'm on my phone, so that probably doesn't
That's
help.
fine. So am I. I only
Easiest
do
way to do
Instagram
it.
lives on my phone. Yeah. This is the way. This is the way.
Yeah, absolutely.
Thank you for joining me. How
Thank
are
you for
you
having
today?
me. I'm really good, thanks. How are you?
I'm good. I'm a little bit tired. I won't lie, but I
Yeah,
did nap. I had a nap today, which I never do. So
I'm jealous.
yes, sorry, I never get naps, but I went to bed at like 3 o'clock yesterday. I just
Wow,
couldn't sleep. Yeah, 3 a.m. So I was like, I need to have a nap, or I'm just gonna
understood.
fall asleep. Yeah.
Yeah,
So let the people know. Who are
yeah.
you? Let me know who
Hello.
you are. What you
Hi,
do.
everyone. I'm Max, at the Manny Max on Instagram. Nice to meet you all. Um, yeah, I'm a male nanny,
Yeah.
working in Surrey, and yeah, I'm here to. I've been very lucky enough to be invited on by Sharda to talk about myself, my experiences,
Yeah.
and yeah, everything else. I'm looking
Absolutely.
forward to it.
Someone's in love with your accent.
The British accent, it's always a
Yeah.
thing for Americans, I think.
Yeah, I don't understand. It's like what I don't understand what it is, but everyone's like, "Oh my god, the accent," and I'm like that with their accent. But yeah, no, and to hear it on a man as well, I think they like that. They find that quite sexy,
We try
you
our
know. So,
best.
Matt, you're Max. You might be the the nanny stud that everyone falls in love with.
It's been a
So
while.
yes, good. No, it's good. It's good. It's really good. She goes, the accent puts me in a daze. Oh
What can I
God.
say?
I think all the women are coming in.
All many of them. How
Yeah,
funny.
all of them are coming in. Oh, bless. If your girlfriend's watching, she's going to be like, back up. That's my man.
Yeah, I don't think she's watching tonight. I think she's putting the
Okay.
kids to bed. But
Good.
yeah,
She'll watch it back on the replay. She's going to support you, not to worry. So do you want to talk to us about like how you got into nannying, where you started getting into childcare? I know a bit of it, but the
yeah,
people probably don't. So go ahead.
yeah. So when I was 16, I sort of started doing children's parties. So I was not really a children's entertainer, but more, yeah. I delved into kids' parties near where I live, like skiing parties. So it was
Yeah.
really,
Oh,
I really
cool.
enjoyed it. It was great fun. Quite a young age, sort of being
Yeah.
thrown into the deep end and needing some
Yeah.
cash. Um, yeah, I did need cash at the time, so yeah, that was the first job that came up. I was lucky enough to be offered the job pretty much straight away.
Yeah.
Ended up working. How long was I there? I worked there for around a year. So it was from when I was 16 till I was 17, and I was at college at the same time. So sort of
Yeah.
studying. I wanted to go and do psychology, but
Really?
Yeah, which at the time was sort of I sort of had my heart set on it, but
Yeah.
yeah, after a year or so, I was just a bit like,
Not
can
really.
I put the effort in? College was just a
Yeah.
bit, it was a bit too much. So yeah, I ended up
Yeah.
dropping out.
Mhm.
I applied for some apprenticeships. I actually applied for some in carpentry as well and
Yeah.
childcare. So
Yeah.
yeah, I was
So
lucky enough.
different.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I honestly I didn't know what I wanted to do at the time.
Yeah.
I still feel sometimes I still don't know what I want to do now.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, I yeah ended up doing my apprenticeship when I was 17, I think, at the time. So
Yeah.
10 almost 10 years ago now. It's quite a long
Yeah.
time. So back in 2012, I
Yeah.
started at a nursery which was near to me,
Yeah.
where I'm based, in a small town called Weybridge, and
Oh,
yeah,
that way good.
I ended up doing my apprenticeship, and it took 18 months. So I got my level 3 qualification in 2014,
Wow. Okay.
which was
Really
great.
good. You went straight to
Yeah,
level 3.
yeah, at the time I had to do my
Oh,
level 2 and then my level
yeah.
3. So
Okay.
it was over 2 years.
Okay.
But I managed to complete it earlier than what I wanted to, which was good.
Oh,
Yeah, and I was happy with that. And then yeah, I got offered a job at the nursery. They offered me to stay on. Yeah, and I did preschool. Preschool, they offered me to go with 3 and 4 year olds. So I went straight for it. I said, why not? And I was lucky enough to work in preschool for a couple more years. So that was until
yeah.
March 2016,
Your
and then
memory's good.
yeah, I have to. This is what I do at my
Yeah.
interviews when I'm meeting
Oh,
new families
yeah.
now. I have to have it all remembered. And then yeah,
Oh,
I
you're
spent
good. I'm like, oh, what
yeah,
year was that one? Yeah. Wow.
can't
Okay.
remember.
Continue.
Yeah, and I did 4 years at my nursery as a room leader. So I did
Yeah.
preschool. So we had 32 preschoolers, so a lot of kids. Um,
22.
32, and I was
That's a
lucky.
lot.
It was good though. I enjoyed it so much. I worked with
Yeah.
really good girls,
Yeah.
really nice ladies I worked with. Um,
Yeah.
and then yeah, COVID sort of happened, didn't it, at the start of last year, which was
Mhm.
obviously really strange. So I sort of stepped down from my role. I asked at the time I wasn't getting paid what I thought I should have been paid.
Yeah.
We had a couple of Ofsted. Um, we had a couple of Ofsted inspections, and we got outstanding 2 times in a row. So twice in 4 years as a
Mhm.
room leader, and they didn't want to pay me any more money. So
Yeah.
I will name and shame Bright Horizons because they are quite a big
Yeah.
company, and
Yeah.
I wish I got paid
Yeah.
what I was due really, but sadly not.
Yeah.
Then yeah,
They're in trouble at the moment. They're in
they
trouble at
are.
the moment. Yeah, for a
I
rented
see.
incident. Yeah, have you seen it?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
saw on Jossie Cares.
Oh, you saw it on this
Just in
one.
case,
Okay.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And yeah, I ended up quitting my job, and yeah, I went. I started nannying last summer, and I found a family who had a 10-month-old and a 5-year-old, and I did that for 3 months, and it was so much fun. I really,
Yeah.
really enjoyed it. It was just so different.
Yeah.
I'd done bits and bobs of nannying and babysitting,
Yeah.
obviously, in the past, and I thought that was great. And then yeah,
Yeah.
nannying was sort of where I came into it, and like, yeah,
Yeah.
it was really really good. And then it got to probably September last year, and I just started doing after school. I did a few full days here and there, and sort of got
Yeah.
into the swing of it. Um,
Yeah.
and it was so much fun. It really was. I
Yeah.
really really enjoyed it. So, and then my daughter was born at the end of last year, so December. So that was sort of
Yeah.
strange. And yeah, now that I've got like an
Let's
almost
talk
1 year
about
old.
it. Yeah, let's talk about it. What is it like to be a father? Honestly.
Um, yeah, it was very daunting. I remember telling my mum. I'll never forget this.
Yeah.
I went into the room, and she said, "Max." She said, "Max." I said, "Mum, I've got to go. Got to go over to my partner's place." She said, "Max." This was 7 o'clock in the morning, so I got a really quick phone call from my partner at the time.
Yeah.
She was like, "Max, you need to come over." And then my mum was like, "Max, don't tell me she's pregnant. I'll break your leg if she's pregnant." And I was like, "Mum, I think she is. I think she is." So we went over. Yeah, and this was 2 days before lockdown, and yeah, it was strange. It was strange to be
Yeah.
told that I was going to be a dad.
Yeah.
I was a bit at the start. I was very apprehensive. I was a bit like, "Whoa, okay,
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
not ready for this.
Not ready. Yeah.
Not ready." I was 25 at the time, so I was But this is the thing. I think nowadays, people are never set and ready to have kids, so it sort
Yeah.
of happens at
Never
all
ready.
ages. Yeah, you're never
Yeah.
prepared.
You're never ready.
Never, yeah, you're not really prepared. But
Mm.
I always knew I'd be very laid back, and
Yeah.
that's sort of my demeanour in general is laid back
Yeah.
and easygoing.
Yeah.
And yeah, when she was, it was weird finding out. And then yeah, the pregnancy stage was a bit up and down. Obviously, lots going on, and then the birth happened, and that was like, wow, okay, this is real.
Yeah.
You sort of come
Real.
out, yeah, you come out. But I remember I got kicked out of the hospital. My daughter was born at 1:30 in the afternoon, just after 1:30 in the afternoon, and obviously COVID was it's obviously still happening. But I was kicked out by 5 o'clock, so I had to go home that night. I remember going home, and I had to go back the next morning. I think it was 10 o'clock in the morning. I was allowed back just because of the COVID rules.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
it was obviously rubbish that I had to go.
Yeah.
But yeah, I sort of came out, and my partner came out, and it was like, okay, well, we've got this tiny human who's now like
Yeah.
in our care forever. Until she's at least 18, bless her. No,
Yeah.
I'm joking, forever. Yeah, so it was strange.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's been it's obviously different to nannying because it's just a
Yeah.
whole different level. Like at the moment,
In what way?
um, I feel like just on a personal level, you obviously
Okay.
adore when you have your own child. It's so cliche, but there really is nothing obviously like it. The love and the affection and everything else that goes on is brilliant. It's
Yeah.
amazing, and
Yeah.
I couldn't really ask. I'm quite lucky with Nova. She's very easy, very happy.
Yeah.
Um, I've been lucky enough to be working part time for almost the last 9 months. I haven't really, apart from summer
Yeah.
holidays, I haven't really been working full
Yeah.
time, and it's
Yeah.
been really good. I'm sort of hoping that I can continue to work part time for
Yeah.
hopefully another year or year and a half.
Yeah.
I'm sort of making up hours. Like tonight, I'm babysitting, and
Yeah.
I make up a lot of hours in the evenings and stuff.
Yeah.
Much to my partner's unhappiness at times, but
Yeah.
I have to, yeah, I sort of have to go along with it.
Yeah.
But no, it's obviously the kids that I've looked after and I have done in the past. I've bonded with them really well, but
Yeah.
like I say, when you have your own child, there's no bond like it. Today we
Yeah.
were at a soft play and just seeing her. She took her first step today at 9.5 months. She's been standing. It was quite partially a very emotional moment. She only
Yeah.
one step, only literally one step. She's been standing,
Yeah.
but the moment she walked forward one step before she
At
sort of fell over.
5.5 months. That's
Yeah,
amazing. This
yeah.
is going to be an early walker.
I'm hoping so. We're hoping in a few weeks she might be.
Yeah.
She's got the standing down to a T. She can
Yeah.
stand for a good 30 seconds, but it's just the
Wow.
walking part now, which will
Young girl.
be
She looks
interesting.
active. On
She
your
is.
page, she looks active. She
Oh,
looks like she's always on the move.
she does move mad. She don't stop.
Yeah.
Honestly,
She
you
looks
have to
like
keep up. It's
Yeah.
ridiculous.
I could tell because when I was watching going through your page, I was like, this little girl looks energetic,
She is
very
so happy.
energetic, very engaged and everything. So that is so cool. So would you say that the transition, because you did a very quick transition from nursery worker to nanny to father, like there wasn't any time in between to kind of get your head around things. So do you feel like the three different roles, do you feel like being in a nursery prepared you for being a nanny? And do you think being a nanny in a nursery prepared you for a father? Or you just think it's all thrown out the window when you become a parent?
Yeah, I think you wing it more than what you probably want to as a parent. I think my personal opinion, with like sleep routines and stuff, it just doesn't happen. They sort of, you have to just go along with what they want to do. I mean, I'm not being funny.
Yeah.
Nova still sleeps a couple of hours in the morning, and she will
Yeah.
probably have a shorter sleep in the afternoon. And
Yeah.
I sort of try and get her to sleep around 9, half 9, so I can at least wake her up by almost by lunchtime.
Yeah.
She's such a light sleep. She can be a light sleeper at times, but I
Yeah.
never. Yeah, working in the nursery didn't really prepare me for being a nanny. It's just such a different role,
Really?
and I think obviously nannying's a lot more. You're a lot more isolated. Whereas
Yeah.
in nurseries, I would be chatting, and
yeah,
obviously you've got 30 odd kids. You're talking to them all day, talking to the people you work with. I was always quite lucky. I got on with pretty much all the girls that I worked with really, really well. They were lovely, and
yeah.
nannying.
Was you the only guy?
I at times I think I worked with 3 or 4 different guys over the years,
Okay, good. Yeah,
which was good. There was always I worked with two guys for 3 years each, and
yeah,
which was again just really strange. And
yeah,
but I never I saw it as as long as there's people that I worked well with, I'm sure, like in a I know so many nannies who have gone to me, Matt, why would you want to work in a nursery? They
yeah,
don't like it. And I would
yeah,
genuinely I would go back in not in a
yeah,
heartbeat. I'd give it a couple of years, but I would go back because I enjoyed it so much. It was
yeah, yeah,
it wasn't as bad as maybe people make out. I think
yeah, yeah, yeah.
maybe that's because I don't know. I'm not one for conflicts. I sort of just get on with
I was
my
just about
job.
to say, maybe you're not really bitchy.
I try not to be. I don't have time for it.
Maybe you're,
It's just a bit boring for me, Sharda.
yeah,
It's just like
the headache.
it is. I just wanted to work with people who wanted to do a good job. These parents
Yeah,
were paying silly money, over £100 a
yeah,
day for for a
yeah,
private setting. It's mad money,
yeah,
and I'm sort of there like, okay, well, I'm doing my job first, friends later. I'm
yeah,
sure same with you. You just got to be professional in the
yeah.
first
You
place.
have to
Enjoy your
be.
job, yeah,
You have to be. Sometimes there's blurred lines when you get too comfortable with the parents, and then it's like, okay, when I need to ask for a pay rise, this is going to be awkward. You know what I mean? You have to remember that they're employing you to do a job, but at the
yeah,
same time, it's great to have a close relationship. But just some nannies have passed that boundary and gone queer head, and
of
just
course,
it's worked for them. But I feel like it's each to your own. Me personally, I like to have a very good relationship, but I like to still keep it professional at times. But I have,
yeah,
a banter here and there with my mom boss and my dad boss and stuff. But I still have to remember that I'm in their home to do a job.
mm,
So they are not my friends. Maybe when I finish with them and I'm with another family, then they become like friends and family. But when I'm there, I try to keep it as professional as possible because
absolutely,
it can go left. It can really go left.
yeah.
Hi, my mother's in the building. Hi. I think someone that you know is in the building. They said, Slush Poppy said, Max is the best. Do you
That's
know who
good.
they are?
So yeah, Slush Puppy is my friend
Okay.
Louise, who I worked with for a few
Uh,
years. She's pretty
Hi,
awesome.
Louise. Great. Hey, girl. Great. So you want to tell us more about yourself, as a person? What do you like to do for fun?
I'm a big football fan, so if
Who
my
do you
mates,
support?
I'm a Brentford fan. If my mates see me,
Okay.
they might rinse me a bit because
Yeah.
I maybe don't go as much as I could.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm trying to go a bit more this year. I love my football. Football's probably
Yeah.
one of my biggest passions. I don't play as much
Yeah.
as I can either, but
Yeah.
I love it. And I'm a big fan of just. I like. I know it sounds very weird. Not weird. It's just a bit boring. But I do like going on long walks by myself.
Yeah.
I feel like lockdown helped with that, like clearing my mind mentally just
Yeah.
by going for a walk. Even if when I have Nova with me for a couple of hours, if I'm
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
walking, no one near
Yeah.
me.
Yeah.
I am a people's person, but I'm the same as
Yeah.
everyone else. I need time to myself. I'm just like, please leave me
Yeah.
alone.
Absolutely.
Let me zone out. Try not to worry
Yeah.
about anything. But I feel like I'm just I like seeing my mates as well, and
Yeah.
classic socializing and
Yeah.
just catching up. I don't have any.
Yeah.
Sadly, I have no quirky hobbies or
No. No,
anything
it's
too
cool.
interesting. Just the
I
normal.
think even for a man to take long walks, that's like unheard of for me. Like I
Yeah,
haven't met a man that likes to take long walks. Maybe one. That's about it. I love walking. When I grew up in Birmingham, we walked everywhere.
yeah.
So when I came to London, I saw everyone's on a bus, everyone's in a car, everyone. I'm like, huh? They have long walks. But you're in Surrey, which is beautiful. So much greenery. They must have beautiful fields there.
Yeah, there's where I am. I'm quite near to Hampton Court Palace, so you can
Yeah.
walk along the Thames and towards King.
Oh,
I used to do a lot
beautiful.
of walks to Kingston and Richmond Way, and
Yeah. Yeah.
it's just nice and quiet. And
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm sort of my headphones in, listening to music or podcast, and just
Yeah.
get on with it really. And yeah, just try
Yeah.
not to. I try not to dwell too much on stuff that's going on in my own life. I feel like since I've moved out of nursery, I don't have any real work stress. I feel like I go do
Yeah.
my job, and I
Good.
really it's just really nice because like I said to you earlier, I'm freelancing now. It's
Yeah.
just nice working
Yeah.
with different families. You don't need to worry too much
Yeah.
about what's going on. Especially, I'm not doing. I'm sure we all have our own personal stresses, but
Yeah.
I try not to. Yeah, I try not to think about it too much. I think I
Yeah.
genuinely think now life's too short to worry about small things going on.
Yeah. It really
Stuff.
is.
Yeah, if stuff doesn't work out, you sort of just move on and
Yeah.
go from there.
It's good. It's a very good outlook to have because some people are the opposite and they dwell on a lot of issues and then they don't really get to move forward because they're stuck in the past. That's a very good mindset to have. What's one thing you can't live without?
One thing I can't live without. Good question. I have to think about this one. I know, again, probably another cliche answer, but music. I feel like I'm just
Yeah.
always, if I'm walking
Yeah.
or if I'm out and about or even at home now, a bit of
Music.
anything really. I've always, know,
What do you like to listen to?
well,
Yeah. Tell me what's on your playlist.
well, I will admit that I'm going to see JLS in a few weeks. If you
Yeah.
remember back in the day at the O2, um,
I
they're
love
always
JLS.
they're always still first on, and yeah, a bit. I've seen Drake a couple of times, and
Yeah.
yeah, my music taste is really all over the place. I'll always
Yeah.
get
I love that. I love
ripped up.
that. I
Yeah,
really want to go see Steps. I'm trying to convince my brother to come
yeah,
with me because Steps are
right.
reuniting and it's okay. Steps are reuniting and I'm like, I want to get a ticket because that's going to sell out. And I missed the Spice Girls when they were reuniting,
Yeah,
but I really want to see Steps because when I was younger, I used to love Steps. I was like, yeah, 5, 6, 7, okay, let me not get on. But yeah, I love Steps. So I'm like, don't be embarrassed by your music taste because mine ranges from like classical to jazz all the way to hip hop, grime, drill. It
bit of
goes,
everything.
a bit of back, a bit of reggae in there. So mine is very diverse as well. So don't feel embarrassed for it. What are you most thankful for?
What am I most thankful for? Um, I I guess doing the job that I'm doing now. I feel like it took a bit of a big leap, and it was a big mental thing that I was very comfortable in my job, what I was
Yeah,
doing. But I'm sort of thankful for the work that I get to do now. It's just more on
yeah,
my schedule and what I want, and I can sort of pick and choose when I want to work, which is really
yeah,
nice.
yeah.
Rather than being told what hours I have to do per se
Hmm.
at the moment. Yeah, it's really good, and obviously I feel like I'm thankful for. I was quite lucky with my upbringing. Always
Yeah,
sort of, I never came from a hard background really. I was
yeah,
raised
yeah,
in a I was raised by my parents have always been together, and
yeah,
they've always been, especially my mum, bless her. She's probably the person who I will always rely on most,
yeah,
and
yeah,
she's brilliant. But yeah, I've just been lucky to. I feel like I've just been thankful for the way I've been raised, because I feel
yeah,
like it's sort of made me into the person I am today. Just
yeah,
more. I guess I think I'm pretty. I feel like I'm a nice guy, and yeah,
yeah,
just happy for what the person I am really these days.
yeah. I love that. That no one's really said that by like being thankful to their parents. Well, one person said their mom. Yeah,
Mm,
one person said their mom, and I love that because it literally does. Your childhood literally makes you the adult that you are today.
yeah,
Things that people have gone through in their childhood that has affected them will still affect them in their adulthood if they haven't worked on it. So I love that you said that. That is amazing. I just got one more question for you, and then I'm
perfect.
leaving to go
No
with your
worries.
brother. What do you want to be remembered for?
Oh, that's another good question. I feel like sort of for I just want to remember. I just want to be remembered for being a good person, really. Like
Yeah,
as long as Nova's been, raised into a kind and strong person.
yeah,
As long as she's good to other people, and just
yeah,
not, as long as I haven't raised her to be a horror show. I feel like
yeah,
as long as she remembers me for being a good
yeah,
dad, then
yeah,
I've done all right. I
yeah,
don't. I think I said to you the other day, I don't overly plan on having any more
yeah,
children in my
yeah,
life. So as
Yeah,
long as she's
yeah,
happy with
yeah,
everything, then that's all that.
yeah,
And she remembers me for supporting her. And you know,
yeah,
I feel like my you know, I feel like my dad questioned a few of my decisions and what I've wanted to do, which I've
yeah,
never, which you know was really frustrates me, and it always will.
yeah,
I still I get on with my dad, but and
yeah,
he never he never really supported what what I wanted to do, I guess. And
yeah,
saying about, he said to me the other day, he was like, Max, well, you know, in 20 years, are you still going to want to be working in childcare? You know, he's very money driven. He's like, there's no money in that industry. And I'm just like, as long as I'm happy doing what I'm doing,
yeah,
I said to him, I'm
yeah,
not too bothered. And
yeah,
I'll always encourage Nova to do what she wants and pursue what she wants to do,
absolutely,
rather than,
absolutely.
telling her what to do. It's,
Yeah.
it's not the way to parent. It's just more,
No, not at all,
yeah,
not at all. I love that. But you know what? Tell your dad to come and watch my lives. Tell your dad to come and watch all the other nannies. Tell him there's a few nannies that are on 100K plus, dad. You know? So let him know that they're
true.
up there. There's some nannies up there that are in that category. So you can. If you work for certain families, you can make a lot of money in the childcare industry. So let him know. Let him know. I can make more money doing nannying more than a teacher. Do you know what I mean? More than a
Yeah,
nursery worker. But I think it's also just sometimes a little bit of a man thing, because I kind of got that from people, but more like men. Like, so what do you do? Like, so you're just gonna play with kids all day? And I'm like, that's not what I do. But
yeah.
okay. But everyone else has been super, super supportive from the beginning.
Mm,
So it's good that you can still carve out a career in something that you love, even though you don't get everyone's approval. Your
true.
mom seems very supportive. You love what you're doing. You're happy, and that's all that matters, really.
Yeah, no, of course. And the main thing for me is, especially people around me as as I'm getting older, sort of supporting what I'm doing. Especially my
Yeah,
mates, you know,
yeah,
they'll always take the mick, but that's
yeah,
just them
yeah,
being them.
yeah,
And at the end of the day, I always feel like I can count and rely on my good pals, really well, and close
absolutely.
family, and that's sort of all that really matters to me. You know, I feel like
Yeah.
we've all had our bits and bobs of, like,
Mhm.
mental breakdowns and stuff like that. I've had a couple in the last,
Me
3 or 4
too.
years, and it's just, it's hard
Yeah.
to pick up the pieces. And
Mhm.
I'll always remember that a few years ago, something happened where I was, very close to ending it all, because it was a
Yeah.
bit of a dark time. And
Yeah.
I got a letter through I told my best mate, and he wrote a handwritten letter. Um, Thankfully, I took photos of it because I lost the original copy, but I've got it on on a canvas on my wall. So if I'm ever, like, feeling down or anything like that,
Yeah.
you just read back through it. And you
That's
know,
an amazing friend.
yeah, he's a good guy.
Wow.
And I read through it and
Single. I'm
just,
joking. Like, is he
yeah.
single? That is a very
He
thoughtful
is.
thing to do.
Nah, he was a good guy for, yeah, he was a good guy for doing it. But it just always reminds me, if I'm ever,
Yeah.
not in the best place, I'll have a read through,
Yeah.
give him a call, and
Yeah.
just talk to him really about everything that's
That's
going on. And
amazing.
yeah, he's, just yeah, like, I'm lucky. I've got some good people around
Yeah.
me, which is always
Thank
nice.
God. Thank God for good friends, boy, because
True.
that was lovely. That was really nice. I'm so happy that you decided not to do that, because
Mm,
you are very loved, you are appreciated, and I'm very happy that I chose you as one of the nannies and mannies to celebrate. Because I feel like your page, for me, when I watch it, it brings me joy.
that's
When I
good.
go through your
I'm glad.
page, I feel happy, I feel joy. And I'm like, I'm going to choose nannies that make me feel good and make me have good emotions. And your page is one of them. So
Thank you.
thank you for allowing me to recognize you.
I
Keep doing the
appreciate
amazing
it.
work you do. Whether you stay as a nanny or manny or not, don't leave childcare, because you're very good at it.
Thank you.
And I feel like sometimes when these people's calling, they can be a bit like, oh, I'm not sure if this for me, but go with what your heart tells you to do.
Yeah.
Go with what makes you happy. Yeah?
Perfect. Yeah. Thank you so much,
Yeah.
Shada. Appreciate
Of
it.
course. Anytime. And listen, you got me in the DMs. We'll exchange numbers after. If you ever
Appreciate
need
it.
to have a chat, I'm here, yeah?
I've got it. Of course.
All right.
Likewise for you.
Cool. Thank you. Thank you,
Appreciate
Max.
it.
Thank you so much.
Cool.
Guys, say bye to Max.
Thanks,
Go and follow him.
everyone.
Show him some love, because this was a lovely live. Thank you so much for
Cool.
touching on
Thanks,
a few of the
Shada.
topics. Thank you. Take
That's
care.
great.
Speak to
Take
you
care.
soon.
Bye, everyone. Thanks, Shada.
Bye.
Bye now.